Good afternoon, dear viewers. This is George from Ireland. Here I am in London, across the street from the Mansion House. So Mansion House is the residence of the Lord Mayor of London. The Lord Mayor of London is not the same office as Mayor of London. The Mayor of London has only existed since 2000. The Lord Mayor of London goes back well into medieval times, till at least the 11th century AD. So the Lord Mayor of London, he's elected by some of the livery companies in the city. Back in the Middle Ages, the various guilds would have a livery company. They're called liveryers, and they had a right to a certain uniform. And it'd be like the cordwainers, or the grocer's company, or the mercer's company, depending on what their trade was, what they made or what they sold. So the Lord Mayor is still elected by people from these livery companies. The livery companies now have got nothing to do with their original trade. They're usually bankers, stockbrokers, people in insurance, but they still nominally are part of various companies tied to various trades. So it's not democratically elected, the Lord Mayor of London. He, and so far only ever has been a he, is usually a financier himself. There's no reason why it couldn't be a woman. In the past few decades they changed the rule, but to date no woman has been elected to that office. He serves for 1 year only, and then steps down. He's an apolitical office. That's just by tradition, not law. He doesn't belong to any political party, and he's only governing the City of London, which is a financial district about 1 square mile around here. And there's a Lord Mayor's Banquet, which is every November, and the Chancellor Exchequer, who's the Finance Minister, wears white tie to deliver a speech there on economic matters. Gordon Brown, when he was Chancellor Exchequer, famously wore a lounge suit to protest, to shore up his socialist credentials. It played well with some of his left-wing working class supporters. Anyway, the Lord Mayor could serve for more than 1 year, but by tradition, in the recent centuries, has only served for 1 year. Dick Whittington was a famous Lord Mayor in the Middle Ages. He came here from the countryside, a very poor boy, had to live in an attic when he was a servant, in a room infested with rats, and he so hated London that he decided to walk out of London, and he walked up the hill to the countryside when he heard the bells of London ringing out, saying to him, turn again, Dick Whittington, thrice Mayor of London." Except he wasn't thrice Mayor, he was 4 times Lord Mayor of London. So they got it slightly wrong in the legend. So it's believed that really Dick Whittington became famous because of his charitable works rather than bells actually calling out to him. Have a bit more of a look at the Mansion House without me in the way. You can see it's neoclassical architecture with those Doric columns. Other thing I was going to point out, oh yes, so the handover is in November. So there's one Sunday in November, there's a Lord Mayor parade, and he's in a horse-drawn coach wearing his regalia, and there are other worthies here in their finery. There's a military march past and things like that. So quite a spectacle if you happen to be here in November to see that handover. Alright, so that's all for the moment from Mansion House in London.